in the interim between those two guys fighting each other?
Well,
we know you have a win over Gastelum.
That is true. Thanks for bringing that up. But so yesterday I thought I might be fighting for the title. So I'm kind of like programming my brain right now. A little disappointed.
I'm sorry.
But it is what it is.
That does suck.
So I don't really know. In the top 5, me and Gastelum were the only ones coming off a win. Luke Rockhold, he says he's going up to 205. Yo Romero can't fight until he goes up to 205 again. He didn't make weight twice. So either one of those guys, or I don't know, up and comer. I don't know who. I don't really know who's there. It's an interesting situation.
So
I don't know.
I tell you what. Don't fight some Russian guy you've never heard of. That's my advice. Because they're all like stupid tough. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Whittaker-Gastelum fight? And then we'll go through, because this is just kind of interesting.
I think Gastelum could win that fight. I think he's more of a boxer. He's a southpaw. He comes forward. Whittaker's not a takedown guy, so it's going to stay on its feet, in my opinion. I feel like Gastelum's more dangerous on the feet.
And I think, well, do you really?
I think Gastelum's more dangerous. Yeah, I think he brings more fire to the fight. I think Whittaker has more tools. He has a lot of ways he could win with different strikes, but Gastelum's left hand is pretty good.
And I think Gastelum actually has better takedowns too.
Oh, yeah, yes, he has his wrestling too, so he could sneak a couple takedowns in there, and he's had some chokeouts too. He takes the back well.
It helps that he's a southpaw too.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, especially getting ready against Whittaker. Whittaker does good work, and I don't know. He took a lot of damage in that last fight. That might catch up to you.
Yeah. Yes, it does. In the last 50 minutes of fighting, he took a lot of punishment. So, all right.
Yeah, Romero hits like a beast.
And he's had some tough fights before that too.
I got flash knocked out just from being in the front row of that fight. Actually, fun story.
Kevin, what's next for you, Mr. Slide on in it? What's next for you? You still living for that 165, the Lee weight?
Yeah, I think that's what needs to happen.
I get that, though. That's fine.
And listen, it's not even just for me. It's for all of us we all the same size here. I done fought guys that are bigger than me. I done fought guys that were smaller than me. The thing is, you only got 2 weight classes in between where the most guys are, and it really doesn't make sense. It's just I'm the only one that's really talking about it, which sucks, but, it needs to be done. It's going to clear up the whole thing.
Are you going to move up to 75? It was 65 and then 75?
Yeah,
I
think they do a 65, and then they unify those titles and make it a 75-pound title. That just makes the most sense to me. Do every 10 pounds. So that's what I'm looking at. Either way, I think that's what my fight will be at next. I'm looking at November. I've already made my call to George St. Pierre, so I'm waiting to hear back. And,
do you think he's going to pick up the phone and answer, or
we gonna see?
I'm going to say he's probably not. He's like, I don't know who that is. I don't want to pay that. We got.
Hold on. Do I got some time here? Wait, hold on.
Wait, are we going to call him right now?
Hold on. Do I got some time here? Can I do this? Can I do this?
We'll give him a little time.
Can I do this? Listen. I don't know if this is appropriate, but I'm on the Metro PCS couch. My man Chuck Liddell, Demetrius Johnson, Chris Weidman. We filming right now. But listen, George, you hear me calling. You hear me. I'm looking for the fight. Don't make me seem like an asshole. Don't make me seem like a bully. I really don't like to fight a man that don't want to fight. If you only want to fight guys that's been fighting since 2005, just want to mention Michael Bisping and Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz. If you really want to be great, you got to beat somebody from this generation. I'm giving you the chance. Holla at your boy. Your people are my people, so you can just go ahead and just text my phone. If I'm wasting my time, don't let me waste my time.
He picked up that FaceTime.
Let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the show. I'm sorry.
Hold on, time out. That's funny that you just said that, because he was like, I also, too, would fight you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I just said hi,
George. Hi.
He's like, I'll take that fight, though. Mr. Tito Ortiz, how do you see that fight happening? I'm sure they mean going, but how do you see that fight going?
Well, I don't think it's going to go much different than the last 2, actually. He's actually looked even worse lately, as of late, in his last few fights. So I'm doubting he's going to make it out of the first round this time. Hey, Tito, get ready. Show up. I'm going to hand you a beating again, and you know it. But
boom.
Show up anyway.
Boom.
Luke, toughest opponent you faced?
Given the time, I think it was Jacare Yoel. Yoel was something different.
Yeah.
Specimen.
Favorite sport or form of exercise?